Good morning, everyone. Welcome. So let's just take a couple of moments to focus our minds this morning before the teaching. So our teachers repeatedly encourage us to bookend all of our actions with setting an intention in the beginning and dedicating our positive actions at the end. So first off, let's take a minute to rejoice that we're all here. It's amazing that we have a center at all. You know that Dr. Don Brown founded this center more than 25 years ago by asking Lama Zopa Rinpoche, our spiritual director. And it's amazing that we have resident teachers to offer us authentic teachings, our two dear Geshes. And it's amazing that the center has continued to be around all these years through the generous efforts of so many people, all of us here today and many who aren't here today. And it's amazing that you chose to come today. Whether it's your first time or whether you've been coming here for years, all of us together make the center. So we can rejoice in all those things. And from the moment that we decided to come to the center today, we've been accumulating positive merit. And merit is the positive potential that fuels our spiritual progress. So that positive potential is another thing in which we can rejoice. So there's lots of reasons why we might have chosen to come today. Take just a minute to recall yours, thinking about why you came. And then if you're interested, you may want to stretch that motivation even bigger. Our teachers tell us the ultimate motivation is for the benefit of all living beings. So let's do a very short meditation on that idea. So we're all the same in wanting happiness and not wanting suffering. And to try to understand this more deeply, our teachers have said it's easier to begin with those close to us. So think about the people you're close to, your family and friends. Imagine wishing them happiness and wishing them not to suffer. Try to really get a sense of that feeling, maybe even where it is in your body. And now imagine sending out love and compassion to them. And if it helps, you can imagine those wishes as a bright white light or a golden light. And now, if possible, expand that wish for happiness and no suffering to everyone in this room. And then you can expand it even more to everyone in the neighborhood, the folks at the Sonic or the dollar store, the insects along the railroad tracks. Now you can send that love and compassion out to all the beings in Wake County, and then even all of North Carolina. We can keep expanding to include the entire country, going up the East Coast and across the South, through the Midwest, through the Rockies, to the Northwest and California. And now imagine sending love and compassion throughout Canada and through Mexico. Through Central America and South America. And we can imagine sending that love and compassion to Asia, Europe, Africa, Australia, we can keep expanding to include all the beings in the ocean. And finally, we can send that wish for happiness and no suffering to the entire universe, to all beings everywhere. So now if we bring whatever positive motivation we recalled at the start of the exercise, or this wish to benefit all living beings that we just cultivated, if we take that as our motivation to listen to today's teachings, wow, we've really set up a positive mindset to start today's class. And that's something else we can rejoice in. Okay, so now we can bring our attention back to the room.
Prayer book, turn to page 34. And if you have the white binder, then just go to the first page that's titled Kadampa Center Prayers. And we'll start with the mantra of Shakyamuni Buddha 3 times. Te ata om mune mune maha munaye soha. Te ata om mune mune maha munaye soha. Te ata om mune mune maha munaye soha. Now they will continue with the Medicine Buddha stanza and mantra, which is on the blue sheet in the white binder. But go on with equal compassion for all, whose name when merely heard dispels the suffering of the lower realms. Dispeller of disease and the 3 poisons, I prostrate to Medicine Buddha, lap aside. So let's say the mantra 7 times. Te ata om bekanze bekanze maha bekanze bekanze raza samugate soha. Te ata om bekanze bekanze maha bekanze bekanze raza samugate soha. Te ata om bekanze bekanze maha bekanze bekanze raza samugate soha. Te ata om bekanze bekanze maha bekanze bekanze raja samugate so. Te ata om bekanze bekanze maha bekanze bekanze raja samugate soha. Te ata om bekanze bekanze maha bekanze bekanze raja samugate soha. Te ata om bekanze bekanze maha bekanze bekanze raja samugate soha. Now let's read the 4 measurables 3 times in English. May all sentient beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all sentient beings be inseparable from the happiness that is free from suffering. May all sentient beings abide in equanimity, free from attachment for friends and hatred for enemies. May all sentient beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all sentient beings be inseparable from the happiness that is free from suffering. May all sentient beings abide in equanimity, free from attachment for friends and hatred for enemies. May all sentient beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all sentient beings be inseparable from the happiness that is free from suffering. May all sentient beings abide in equanimity, free from attachment for friends and hatred for enemies. I'll turn to page 37. And at the bottom of the page are 2 mantras. So let's recite the first mantra, Chenrezig mantra, 8 times. He's the embodiment of all the Buddha's great compassion and wisdom. And then the green Taurus mantra 7 times. She's the deity of enlightened activity. Om Mani Padme Hum, 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 Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Tare Tu Re Soha, 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 Om Tare Tu Re Soha. Thank you. And the children are welcome to go to their classes.
Good morning. Maybe before we start Mickey Mouse talk, so please would you mind to introduce yourself to each other? maybe. When? Huh? You decide. Keep talking, I will take nap. Maybe we'll do. Did you do meditation? Meditating? So maybe some of you are here first time. So maybe have some interest about meditation. So I would like to share few words with you. About meditation, okay, about meditation. So, so first we need to think about why life become more complicated. So why I'm not happy all the time. Why I'm not happy all the time. What we have body. We have body. So we all do, you do, I do, we all do, we have body. And we have brain. So then according to Buddhism, we talk about consciousness or mind or thought, something that thinks all the time, all kind of things, not things of all kind of things. So that is not has a much more sophisticated and complicated compared to our body. Our body, so there's it pretty much looks pretty much same. But when it's come down on thought, then there's different. There's so many different kinds. How is it thought? Thought or thinking? Thinking or thought? Either one. Oh, yeah. Either one, thinking or thought. We think. So now there, so because of that, and meditation will help. Meditation will help to to reduce the complications that that within the mind, within the thought. Then meditation will help. Gom meditation, top power. Gom top power of meditation. Gom top nyumong. So that's very, very, how you say, very important to understand. Not just not just necessary. It's very important to understand. The thought process. What kind of thought rise? Based on cause and conditions. Thought doesn't just arise. It requires some causes and conditions. Gomtop. So I just want to share that with you, okay? Just want to share. Just want to share that. Make sure that that you understand the power of meditation. The power of meditation. Gomtop. Nyumong. Tibetan word nyumong is called, like, translated in English, affliction, afflictions. Affliction. Do you understand my English? Okay, yeah. Sorry, my pronunciation is getting old, like me. Afflictions, afflicted mind, afflicted mind. To learn how to pay attention, and to stop them. Called nyumong. Minute that thought arise, it's kind of like makes your inner world kind of makes your inner world kind of look makes messy. It kind of mess up. Oh, it's kind of mess up your inner world. For example, when anger rises, when anger rises, happiness completely gone. There's no happiness. Zero. There's zero happiness. You can be billionaire, you can be professor, you can be psychologist. How you say? Psychologist, but happiness becomes zero. There's no happiness. It's not like someone else's anger is your anger. It's not someone else's anger that arises, then your happiness is gone. Yeah, but that probably someone else's anger do contribute to destroy your happiness. But the main things, when anger rises, no happiness. You can wear robe, but no happiness. You can wear this robe, but there's no happiness. Robe doesn't protect anger from anger. So now see, where's the enemy? Enemy is within. It's not like somewhere outside. It's within. The disturbing thought. Disturbing thought, those unhealthy mind. Such as anger, jealousy, all of that is unhealthy mind. That's why our mind become unhealthy. That's why we are not happy. So it's very important. Gomtop nimo chunga. So when you meditate and what you try to do through the power of meditation, you try to reduce or minimize this disturbing thought that drags you down. How drag you down? They drag you down and corner you into darkness. No light. Therefore, meditation means need to think. Think about the benefit of practicing patience. Think about the downside of anger again and again, not just like. So see, if you like to have if you like to have big muscle, what do you call this muscle? Muscle. Going to gym one day, that's not going to produce muscle. It needs to do again, similar. So then when you sit down, then you think about you think about this, how the power of meditation to reduce or minimize or root out all the disturbing thought, okay? All the disturbing thought. Danana Dubi, Nimutus, Danana Dubi, as one of the Kadampa masters said, enemy is within, so that needs to be as a challenge. According to Shanti Deva's Guide to Buddhist Way of Life, chapter number 6, the Shanti Deva said, if you manage to destroy this one enemy that is within anger, if you manage to destroy anger, then there's the equivalent of destroying all the enemies. Then there will be no more enemies. So very important. There's many methods. Okay, so now like to lead this 9-round 9-round breathing meditation. Okay, 9-round breathing meditations. So now every day different kind of thought rise. Every day, different kind of thought rise. And just check, just analyze. Say only 100 thought rise every day. Let us just say just only 100 thought rise. Just say. No, probably much more than that, but let's just say. Out of that 100 thoughts, how many of them are positive? Just say each one of us has 100 thoughts every day. Are all those thoughts are healthy or unhealthy? So now we talk about healthy mind. So being aware throughout the day, being aware what kind of thought rise, being aware. And try all our best to generate more positive thought, the life is going to be much, much better off, much, much better. Whether you're believing in something, Buddhism or not Buddhism, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter at all, does not matter at all. Whether you're believing in Buddhism or not believing in Buddhism does not matter at all. Even if you have managed to develop more positive thought throughout the day, looking at the bird, or looking at the squirrel, looking at the squirrel which is taking your fruit out of a tree, if you can generate a positive thought on that, please teach me how to do that, okay? Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? Squirrel taking your fruit out of your tree, if you can say, wow, that's wonderful things to do, you will have peace of mind all the time. But that's not the case. That's not the case. There's so many things, that's not the case. Eventually, it does require deeper understanding of our own existence, deeper knowledge about our own existence. Top of that, once you understand your own existence, then then top of that, then you can slowly understand that we all are connected, not just connected, deeply connected. So that connection is very much based on affection and loving kindness. If you understand your own existence, some people, they say you only live once. Not sure what that means. So not sure what that means. If that's the truth, then that's great news. If that's the truth, that's great news. I only want to live once. I don't want to live multiple times. What that means, it means so need to understand your own existence. Connections between all of us. Tibetan, American, we are connected. Not just connected. That connections is very deep. That's not based on attachment, anger, and hatred. No, not at all. Not at all. That's very, very much, according to Buddhist philosophy, Buddhism, that's very much basis on affection and loving kindness. Now you still also understand, in Buddhism, why they say all mother sentient beings? No, so that now you slowly understand that what all mother sentient beings, all mother sentient beings. So anyway, so now back to, so I'm just carried out by my squirrel in my backyard. I just carry out by that squirrel in my backyard. So now here, what I want to do is like to to explain you 9 round breathing meditations. Okay, 9 round breathing meditations. So for the sake of knowledge, you can teach your children. You can, like explain to your friends. Why is 9 round breathing meditations? So, so now I just explained briefly about thought. Every thought that rises, every thought according to Vajrayana teachings, Vajrayana Buddhisms, every thought comes with energy. They're subtle. It's not like in Tibetan word called lung. Lung, literally means wind, but it doesn't mean wind that blow things. Not that wind. So that's like very subtle. Then the English translation for energy. I'm not sure how to say better than that. So energy. So something. Every thought, whether it's positive or negative, it comes with the energy. You can't separate. You cannot separate. You cannot separate them. It comes with that. So when the thought become, if the thought that rise, if the thought that rise, if that thought is not balance means flexible. Same. Balance, flexible, I think is pretty much same. Imbalance, then tight. Probably same thing. Lesurunga means well balanced. It's not uptight. Could go either way. It could go either way. It doesn't have to be particular way. It could be either way. Or could go to lean leg, leg lean or lean leg. Leg lean or shilly leg. It could go either way. Doesn't have to be shilly leg. It could go to, doesn't have to be Papa John pizza. It can be Domino pizza too. Doesn't have to be Papa John. Flexible, doesn't have to be done. Flexible, not uptight. So there's like lesurunga. Lusim lesurunga. Lesurunga means well-balanced mind. Well-balanced body. That's why you do yoga. Try to, try to release the tension in your body. When the body becomes so tight, then creates some kind of pain. Similar to the mind, pretty much same. Yoga doesn't mean physical movement. Yoga simply means practice. The Sanskrit word, Tibetan called nanjor, simply means practice. So lesurunga, well-balanced body. Same lesurunga, well-balanced mind. So now every thought that is rise, if that thought is imbalanced, uptight, very energy that comes with that thought is completely wasted. Where it goes through your channels. It goes through your channels. Whether it's like useful or wasted, it goes through your channels. Then it's so many of them, imbalanced energy or wasted energy goes through your channels, then gets stuck, then cause physical discomfort, then cause mental discomfort. Okay? So for the sake of knowledge, first is cause physical discomfort, then that contribute to the mental discomfort. That's why 9 round breathing meditation is the technique how to get rid of those wasted energy which is stuck in our channels. Okay, so now for the sake of knowledge, So now think about stress. Stress did not mention in the text. It did not say stress. It needs to be very clarified. So this is not the meditation for stress. Didn't say that. But now think about the stress. If the stress is form of what is stress? So now we need to think about what is stress. It's part of physical body, it's like part of mind. What is it? What is it? What is stress? So what I'm saying is very much hope this meditation will help. But according to the text, this text did not say, oh, this 9-round breathing meditation is to how to get rid of stress. Did not say that. Didn't say, you know. So didn't say. Please don't tell other people, oh, Geshe said this 9-round breathing meditation is how to get rid of stress. And come here, I will charge you $5 an hour. So no good. That's no good. So I did not say. It didn't say. It needs to be very clear. Did not say. So what I'm saying is I'm very much hopeful this 9-round breathing meditation will help if you define what the stress is. If you define what stress. Oh. So what do? So you sit comfortably. Any form of breathing meditations does require sit straight, no? No, this is very, very foreign to your ear. These all things very foreign to your ear. But according to Buddhism, you know, particularly Vajrayana Buddhist teachings, we function, we blink, we move, all of that is the work of energy, wind, energy, channels, chakras. Because of that, we function. Without that, we cannot function. No? So energy, you know, channels. So for the sake of knowledge, why you stayed street? No, not streets, sorry, not on the street. Oh, why you sit straight? Oh. If you sit straight, the channel is going to be straight. When the channel is straight, energy will run through smoothly. That's why. It's not just traditions. It's not just tradition. There's reason. It's not just traditions. There's a reason. So any form of breathing meditation you do, it's good to sit straight. You get more benefit. That's why. You know. So like this, you know, set the back, make sure the back is straight. So now what you do? So you use your left hand, and the ring finger. Oh. So then blow your left nostril. It is left? Yeah, it's left. Is this left? Yes. Oh, yeah. You inhale long, slow, all the way in. Okay? Yeah, inhale. Then same finger block right nostril, exhale all the way out. Of course, need to clear your nose first. So before you hear any kind of sound, you need to clear your nose. So now, like again, please again. So left hand, ring finger, block your left nostril, long, slow, all the way in. We do 3 times. So that's first round. There will be 3 rounds called 9-round breathing meditations. 3 rounds, each round 3 breathing. So they become 9. So now, should you do again or you no? Do it again one more time. Yeah, left hand, long, slow. 3 times, long, slow, one, long, slow. Okay. That's first round. Oh. Now second round in the same right hand, same finger. Read the, is this ring finger? Okay. So then block the right nostril and do the same from the left. Inhale, long, slow. So that's second round. So now third round from the both nostril. Both nostril, inhale, exhale, you know. This is called 9-round breathing meditations. 9-round breathing meditations. If you you can do one like a whole set. So then do another one, you know. So and see how it benefits. So and I did not make this up last night. I did not make this up last night. So thinking, oh, what I should say tomorrow. No, I didn't make this up. If you read this book called Lamrim, that's been taught 650 years ago. 650 years ago, this book was written. If you read that book, you'll find there. So then, from your side, you explain something which has, how to say, which has lineage. So, how to say, Chungo Kangsa means Chungo, beginning of the water, is connected to the snow. Similarly, all the practice that you teach and needs to come from, in Buddhism, come from Shakyamuni Buddha. So if that kind of instruction, if you follow, so the more likely it produce some result. Okay. So now, see, so you do that 9-round breathing meditations, you do that. If you are interested, so then you will get benefit. If you're interested, you'll get benefit. So then after that, so now how to balance my mind, how to balance. So I learned, imbalanced mind is not good because it creates some kind of energy that's not good. So how to balance your mind, how to balance. There's nothing to take. Or you say, okay, take this, what is it? What is it called? This is called enlightenment. Enlightenment. You can buy, so somebody put it here, you can buy. I don't think that you'll be enlightened taking one of them. I don't think you'll get enlightened taking one of them. So I distributed this a little bit, now only 3 left. So so then you also have what you call, there's like some kind of soap or some kind of pills they used to call karma bean or something, I'm not sure. Karma something they say. So anyway, so so now how to balance my mind? You and me, we are equally capable, all of us capable. What we need to do, we need to focus. Focus. It's different than mindfulness. In order to focus, you do need mindfulness. But when you focus, what happened? When you focus, what happened? Just try, just analyze, just do research, just research. Someday, Geshe, someday, there's the Tibetan word, someday, concentrations, someday Geshe. Geshe means result of concentration will be calm mind, peaceful mind. See, calm mind, peaceful mind. It's the result of what? It's not the result of eating this mint. No, I don't think. It's the result of single-pointed meditations, concentrations. Make your mind calm and peaceful. See, someday cheeses. Someday cheeses. Loye trolls. Wisdom frees you. Wisdom liberates you. From where? From problems. What is wisdom? Wisdom is the result of knowledge. So that means we have to educate ourselves how to keep our mind calm, peaceful, and how to protect our peace of mind require knowledge, require wisdom. Wisdom is the product or result of knowledge. Knowledge by listening, reading, hearing, and knowledge. So then not just thinking, then contemplating. So then deep thinking, then produce wisdoms. So that wisdom then frees you from from problems. So for example, so this clock has feature. Just so I very much like to use all these features. Let me say some mantra. It's not going to help. It's not going to help. What do you need? You need to learn. You need to learn how to do this. You need to learn. Just simply sitting there saying some mantra, or hoping that you will know how to use. No, that's not how things happen. You need to. Somebody needs to teach, or you need to read instruction. Then then wisdom. So then you figure it out. Same problem. Same need to require wisdom. Okay. So now back to someday chishi. So concentrations make your mind calm and peaceful. Yiji Langbo. I'm quoting the text. Yiji Langbo. That's also text has been written many hundred years ago. Yiji Langbo Dowal. Yiji Langbo. Mind is considered as an elephant. Elephant. I said this probably some of you probably know. Or please bear with me. So if there are some new people, so this one is Yiji Langbo. Mind is considered as an elephant. And here in America, when you say, "Oh, there's elephant in the room," what that means? There's elephant in the room. In Buddhism, there's elephant in the room all the time. The elephant is in the room all the time. Elephant is here all the time. It's not nice. Your body sits here, elephant in the flea market, looking for things. Your body is in the Kadampa center, your elephant is in the flea market, looking around. See, the elephant, the mind is considered elephant. Why? Physically, elephant is very powerful. So if you are farmer, when you grow corn, when the elephant get into the cornfield, it will destroy it. Many acres of corn just moving around. Elephant. Yiji Langbo Drowalas. That elephant is on the move all the time. It's on the move. It's not still. If that elephant is still, so we all enjoy calm mind, peaceful mind, but that's not the case. Elephant is on the move all the time. Yiji Langbo Drowalas. So that's the fact. It's nothing to do with the religion. It's nothing to do with the Christianity. It's nothing to do with the Buddhism. It's nothing to do with whether you believe in religion or not. No. Or say, only Buddhist people who believe in Buddhism, they have elephant. We don't have elephant. It's not like that. We all do have elephant. Regardless whether we believe or not, doesn't matter. We have elephant. So that elephant is on the move all the time, moving. What do? So now you need to find hitching post. Hitching post? For what? To tie that elephant. It's not just hitching post. That hitching post needs to be very steady, strong, firm. maybe kawa. Kawa usually means pillar, so maybe Tibetan, we don't have hitching post. We just tie elephant, not the elephant. Tibet, of course, there's no elephant, but we tie the cows onto the pillar, So maybe a kawa. That hitching post needs to be very firm one. Okay, maybe kawa. So what is that? There's like mental image. It needs to be just one. Cannot be multiple. Just need to be. That's why I call single pointed. One image can be color, can be water, can be tree, just one. Or can be picture, just one. Try and see how you feel. Just try, Chembe tabe nyechingness. Chemba means mindfulness. Mindfulness, that's like rope. You already have elephant now. The elephant on the move. So you already have hitching post. Now you have rope. What's my job is to catch that elephant and tie on that hitching post. Oh. So now sit and think. That elephant is been on loose. It's been on loose. It's been on the loose, many years. It's not going to be easy to catch the elephant. Not going to be easy. So don't just expect, oh, it's easy to catch. No, it's not easy to catch. So then sit down, then see. Whatever image that you use as a hitching post, you can use whatever image, but it has to be one, only one. It has to be single. So then see, like, what elephant is, oh, no, elephant says, oh, come here, let's go to the flea market. You say, no. Next 5 minutes, you are not going anywhere. You're going to sit here. Or go to maybe check email. No. Or maybe how is about opening the refrigerator? If you don't let me check email, how is opening the refrigerator to need to do grocery shopping? Today is Sunday. All kind of things, all kind of tricks that elephant plays to try to get away, Tembe tabe maybe kawa tembola tembe tabe ngechingne. So now you finally you manage to catch that elephant, not just catch. Then you manage to tie that elephant on that hitching post. Tembe tabe ngechingne. Shut up, chak juice. Shut up, chak juice. Shut up, not shut up. Shut up. Shut up, called wisdom. In Tibetan word called wisdom is like shut up. So now you're sitting here and you're trying to do single-pointed meditation, then another set of thought, overlook, observe your meditations. That's called like kind of like wisdom or like analyze. It's kind of looking over whole, like overviewing the whole meditation process. It's like in India, so not just India now, Nepal also Thailand, they have like piece of metal like this long, and there's like hook on at the beginning. So they use that to train elephant. If you want to go there, so then put there, so they put, like fall a little bit. So there's the wisdom. Shut up, chak juice. And that's exactly what is the purpose of that mind. That's called wisdom is. If elephant tell, okay, now let's go to do something, then you say, no, you sit here, you don't go anywhere. Next 5 minutes, you sit here. Then elephant will come up with some other ideas. Or how's about maybe that you looks like that you need to go to bathroom. All kind of things, so next 5 minutes, So I already went to bathroom, I don't need to go to bathroom, I sit there like that. Shut up, chak juice. So wisdom. So that observe all whole meditations, observe. Rim ongchas, rim eventually, sequentially or eventually then you gain the power. You gain the power to control the elephant. All my life, I was like, guided by elephant. I was guided by elephant. My elephant. That elephant is not calm. That elephant is kind of wild, guiding me. So dragging me here, dragging me there, asking me to say this, asking me to say this, then do this, all kind of things. Now you tell. Eventually you tell your elephant what to do, not the elephant tells you what to do. Shut up, Chajuji, one chance. Result, well-balanced mind. Same lesson, well-balanced mind. Oh. So, of course, then there's a deeper level of meditation, what is called shamatha. Shamatha meditation, there's like 9 stages you go through, 9 levels. So then, then you ultimately you achieve physical pliancy and mental pliancy. So see, when you go outside, there's like painting outside there. Monks, elephant, rabbit, monkey, what else? Yeah, maybe 3. So that kind of explain the 9 stages of meditations. Concerning single point, the highest level of single point meditation called shamatha or samadhi meditation, or shine. Shine means being with the object very peacefully, not like being with the object very peacefully. Single shine. With the object, with very peacefully, shine. Oh, single point. You can do, I can do, we all can do. But we need to put some effort. Oh. Otherwise, mind is not going to be calm, or not going to be calm. So that's exactly how to be within and how to be present. Oh. How to be present and how to be present, how to be within. Be within yourself, be present. That's exactly how to be within or be present with the object. There. So then that will produce, and just try, see, will that make your mind calm and peaceful? What is the alternative? What is alternative? You can use, simply you can use, if there's another alternative to make your mind calm and peaceful. But according to 2,500 years ago, the instructions have been taught. According to that instructions, how to make your mind calm, they suggest you concentrate. Didn't say, oh, you become Buddhist. Didn't say that. Did not say. Oh, you have to believe in something. Did not say. What they say is focus. That's all they say, focus. If you don't have mind, then you don't need to focus. If you don't have mind, that's very good news. Then don't need to focus. Don't need to focus. Why you need to focus? Don't need to focus. If you have mind, if you focus, you get benefit. Then you can make your mind calm and peaceful. Only like, just start with short, multiple. At the beginning, short. It has to be short and multiple. When you become experienced, then few, long. That's how meditation has been done. Or in the beginning, you get kind of excited, then you sit there too long, and push yourself. Yeah, of course, elephant is not going to be happy. So the next time when elephant sees the meditation cushions, and it wants to throw up. So then that's unskillful of doing meditation, unskillful. Short. 1 minute or maybe 30 seconds, 1 minute, multiple time. See if you can focus 1 second, if you can focus 1 second. Logically, it doesn't make sense. Why you cannot focus 2 seconds? Doesn't make sense. Logically, if you cannot focus, then you cannot focus even 1 second. You cannot focus. That means you cannot focus. If you can focus 1 second, so that clearly shows you have ability to focus 2 seconds. Can you imagine? Sitting with one object, next hour, 1 hour, 20 minutes. Can you imagine what it does? If you can sit with just think one thing, can you imagine what it does? Can you imagine? You're just sitting there, just thinking one thing, crystal clear. It's not just a fuzzy. Of course, in the beginning, it's not going to be crystal clear, but it's the result of your work. Eventually, you are not looking at your eye. You are seeing from your mental eyes. You are seeing the object from your mental eyes. And you sit there with that, so you stick with that object. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? The same like imagining, oh, I don't have any thought. Can you imagine like not having any multiple like zillions of thought? Oh, can you imagine that? Can you imagine? Yeah. Or having just positive thought, having just positive thought. That's all you have, just positive thought. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? Having just positive thought. Oh, look there, or something, thinking something beautiful, something wonderful. Can you imagine that? Now the question is that possible? Is that possible? Is that possible? With effort, absolutely it is possible, with effort. Without effort, nothing can be done. Even just making a pizza requires effort. Effort, you know. With effort, there will be result. With effort, there will be result. So can you imagine? Just pause and take a minute, take a moment to think. I can only think just one thing, only one thing. Next 30 minutes, I can only think just one thing. That one thing becomes very clear, crystal clear. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine? There's guarantee you will have benefit, guarantee. Becoming Buddhist, becoming Christianity, becoming Christian, becoming Buddhist, becoming this, becoming that doesn't guarantee happiness, doesn't guarantee calm mind, doesn't guarantee calm mind. Oh, if you manage to train your mind, so then you will see the result. That's guarantee, that's guarantee. Other than that, you know, so like what? Eating Papa John pizza does guarantee happiness? Eating Papa John pizza does it guarantee happiness? I eat Papa John pizza many times, so still life is not, you know, free of complications. No, otherwise, no, there's many, I would say, campaign for happiness. So maybe I will tell you one story. Do you mind? Or do you mind? So I've told this story many times ago, so it helps me greatly, so I'm hoping it will help you. Otherwise, no, my elephant is looking for something all the time. So there's stories like, I'm not sure, a story or somebody made it up. I'm not sure. That one probably definitely somebody made it up. It's not something the Buddha taught. Somebody made it up. I'm not sure how long it goes. The story about, you know, the President Bush. Sorry, about President Bush. Okay. So President Bush is about to go to tour, to look around, tour. So in heaven and hell, tour in heaven and hell. So guy who's responsible to show around, so then asked President Bush, said, where you want to go first? Then President Bush said, maybe I just want to go to check it out, what the hell realms, hells. So guy said, okay, it's up to you. So then took it there. So what he saw is like all his friends, like like defense minister, foreign minister, all of the many ministers there, like who's the name, like Rumsfeld. So that's I remember one, or then probably Dick Cheney and all of them. So when he went to Hell Realm, so then he saw they are like playing golf and drinking beers and playing music, all of that. So then guys said, okay, time's up. So tomorrow, heaven. So then took to heaven. So quiet, no music, no golf, no beer. So quiet. Very quiet. So then third day is to choose. So then it's the time up, so then they went back. So then third day, the guy said, which one you choose? And the President Bush said, I can't be embarrassed to tell you, but I choose Hell Realm, so we'll go there. So okay, so guys, it's up to you. So we do go there. So they went there. Nobody's playing golf. There's nobody playing golf. No music, no beer. It's all like a muddy pond. People soak into oil, all of that. Then Buddha said, what happened? It's different than yesterday. Then guys said, yesterday is a campaign for hell. So today is real. Today is real. So that, really helps me, like, when I see, of course, I'm a monk, Yeah, of course, the elephant want all maybe if I become like that, maybe I'll be more happier. I say, that's campaign for happiness. It's going to be different. If I can get that, so maybe I'll be happy. No, that's good. Like when you see the cat in someone's house. This looks so cute. I really want that. That's campaign for happiness. So when you get one, it's going to be different. So it's going to be different. Then there all kinds of complications come with that. So if you have like very expensive couch, so leather couch, then there's extra worry that comes with. Then showering them, all kinds of complications, cutting the nail to all the way from showering. But right from the beginning, all of us, it's very important to understand, to be aware. No, that does not mean don't get cat. It doesn't mean like that. But right from the beginning, need to be very aware that doesn't guarantee happiness. Very important. Anything that you get. Like a nice couch, first day, get excited. Right from the beginning, it's very, very important to be aware. Be aware. Your mind change, object change, your interest change. Nothing lasts forever. Everything change. So that's the topic that we need to. Today's topic is change. Which is very, very important. That helps. So now today, so there's only a few minutes left. Sorry, so I this probably thought about dividing group. So today's topic is change. Change. Why is so important why is very important to understand change? In Buddhism, it's called impermanent. Impermanent change. Why we need to know impermanent? Why is important? Why is important? So think about it. Think about it. Steve Jobs, who found apple. Now everybody, not eating but playing with apples. But see, when you hear word apple, what do you think? You think your phone or you think a real apple? What do you think? Huh? The phone that you have is the apple or no? It's not apple. Huh? But it's called apple. That's called apple? Yeah. The company that's the apple or like not apple? Apple, what's the apple? What is the apple? Then now they're become so famous. Apple company. See, it's like, so now it's very interesting. It's very interesting because we get used to it. We get used to the level, and we believe there's something absolute, but actually somebody just made it up. Somebody just called. This is very fashion. Everybody's trying to get one of this. This is very something to have one because this is now very fashion. After like 10 years, nobody wants. Like that. Very interesting. Sorry, so I got distracted by Apple. So there's what I'm trying to say is like change. So think about it. So if any of you want to say something, importance of change, maybe there's a way to enjoy everything. There's a way to enjoy, with deeper knowledge. Right from the beginning, you are fully aware. didn't say, oh, don't listen to music. It doesn't mean, why don't listen to music? You can listen to music. That was wrong. There's nothing wrong. But if you become attached, oh, so then they cause problems. Anything. That means you become uptight. Oh. So very important, it's very important. That include this life. Use, enjoy, and use for benefit others much as you can. Your life become meaningful, but how long it's going to be here? No clue. There's no clue. There's no clue. Fragile, easy to lose. Very fragile, unpredictable, fragile. Top of that, no clue how long you're going to be here. Therefore, does not make your life miserable by thinking something. And according to now, okay, I remember Steve Jobs, why I'm talking about Apple. Steve Jobs, he give one lectures. I'm not sure, some people say he's Buddhist or not, but it doesn't matter if he's Buddhist or not Buddhist, who cares? But what he says is like, in the lecture, he says, treating every day is last day. If somebody who found the Apple company get benefit, that is not body, it's thought. That's the mind that thinks. Every day is the last day. He said you can accomplish so much. Doesn't mean this is going to be last day. There's exactly the same things about meditation impermanent in Buddhism. Same things. Every day. What do you do? If it's your last day, what do you do? Make your life miserable? Or think just negative? What do you do? What do you do? If you ask, it's quite if you ask any person, they want to do something good. They want to call their mother and say, I love you. If that's the last day. You know, you hear news, there's something happened, people almost die. When they interview, what they say. They realize life is so precious. If you want to say something good, say now. So that is the point, whole point about studying impermanent is to, to help you to basically think something positive. Sangdang jigde chimanis. Sang means tomorrow. There's quotation from Kadampa, sang means tomorrow. Jigde chima, next life. You may think, oh, next life, probably that's life after 20 years, for 40, 50 years. You could be wrong. You could be very wrong, not just wrong, very wrong. Next life, tomorrow, which one comes first? Do you have any clue? Do I have any clue? No, I don't have any clue. Maybe, probably you do. If you have clues, so then you can party. So next 10 years, I'll be here. If you have clear understanding, yeah, so then that's not the case. Sangda jigdechi mani ngondo kanyu to mebe sangge chorama chime chana bevaris. So there's many quotations. So just think about maybe next Sunday, then we'll divide the group. So then please contribute. Why is change? Why is it's so important to understand change? Why? And what is impermanent? And also think about a little bit about what Steve Jobs says, treating every day as like last day. As a Buddhist, that's what you're supposed to do every day. As a Buddhist, that's meditation you're supposed to do. So that doesn't mean, like life become shorter. It helps you immensely. And so now time is way over, sorry. So I didn't have a chance to divide the group. So, and I hope that 9-round breathing meditation, there's something I feel good about. Then after, I'm not sure, all the things that I said, I'm not sure whether they benefit you or not, I'm not sure. But so 9-round breathing meditations, you learn, it will benefit you. It's taught by a great master, you get benefit, okay? So I myself try every single day. I might try to think impermanent and all the nature of our existence, my own existence, connection between me and other sentient beings. I try to think about that through some of the material that I memorize. Then I say, then I try to reflect on that. So, and there are benefit here. There's some benefit. Okay. So then, even like one's own death comes, it means nothing. Why are you so afraid? There's nothing to be afraid. So then you kind of like, once the blue moon, not every day. Once the blue moon, you think like, oh, if I die today, I have nothing to regret. It's okay. It's very okay. So there's nothing wrong. So once the blue moon, that thought rise. Once the blue moon, once the blue, I think better than nothing. Once the blue moon, they rise. So they say, okay. So they say sometimes I'm kind of scared. I used to be scared by sleeping by myself. So like maybe I thought there would be some ghost or maybe something. Then I realized, oh, anyway, you're going to die. If somebody wants to eat me, just go ahead and eat. There's nothing else. I'm going to die anyway. So that, kind of produce peaceful sleep. Peaceful sleep, temporarily, peaceful sleep. So that's the benefit of thinking about change. Okay, so yeah. Sorry, so all the time is finished now. And maybe next Sunday, definitely divide a group and we'll read the questions, okay? 3 questions next Sunday. Yeah.
In the Gold Prayer Book, please turn to page 246. And if you have the white binder rather than Gold Prayer Book, just it's the prayers on the back of the same page you read. That says Kadampa Center Prayers on the other side. May all beings everywhere, plagued by sufferings of body and mind, obtain an ocean of happiness and joy by virtue of our merits. May no living creature suffer, commit evil, or ever fall ill. May no one be afraid or belittled with the mind weighed down by depression. May the blind see forms and the deaf hear sounds. May those whose bodies are worn with toil be restored on finding repose. May the naked find clothing, the hungry find food. May the thirsty find water and delicious drinks. May the poor find wealth, those weak with sorrow find joy. May the forlorn find hope, constant happiness and prosperity. May there be timely rains and bountiful harvests. May all medicines be effective and wholesome prayers bear fruit. May all who are sick and ill quickly be freed from their ailments. Whatever diseases there are in the world, may they never occur again. May the frightened cease to be afraid, and those bound be freed. May the powerless find power, and may people think of benefiting each other. For as long as space remains, for as long as sentient beings remain, until then may I too remain to dispel the miseries of the world. Now turn back a couple of pages to 244, 245 for the short, long life prayers. We start with the one for His Holiness. In the land encircled by snow mountains, you are the source of all happiness and good, all-powerful Chenrezig Tenzin Gyatso. Please remain until samsara ends. And on the opposite page, the one who mastered his speech at a very young age, the one with great patience who received the name Avatare, the one with great precision who spread the teachings of Lama Tsokapa on bliss and void, Lama, ornament of the yellow hat tradition, please remain until samsara ends. And then back on the other side, you uphold the Suduro's moral way, who serve as the bountiful bearer of all, sustaining, preserving, and spreading Majjhima's victorious doctrine, who masterfully accomplished magnificent prayers honoring the 3 jewels, Savior of myself and others, your disciples, please, please live long. And now 7 green Tara mantras for Geshe and Geshe Sangpo's long, healthy, happy life. Om Tare Tu Re So Ha. 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 Om Tare Tu Re So